Who was the first hacker? When did hacking begin? What was it that was hacked and why? These questions might make one curious to find out about the history of hacking. That is exactly what today's video is based on. I'm Zohra, back with another video in which I'll be sharing with you all a timeline of hacking history. So without wasting any time, let's start. A trick played by a music hall magician named Nevil Maskelyne on the father of radio Guglielmo Marconi and physicist John Ambrose Fleming. Marconi was leading a demonstration at the Royal Academy of Sciences in Poldhu, Cornwall. He was associated by Fleming, waiting for a message 300 miles away in London. But just as the demonstration was about to begin, Marconi noticed the receiver apparatus tap out a message in Morse code. Multiple words in the beginning interpreted as rats, followed by rude epithets from Shakespeare's work. This was Maskelyne. The magician had hacked the network to transmit messages. This defeated Marconi's purpose of proving that radio networks are secure and private. Rene Caramel was a punched card computer expert and French double agent. He saved thousands of people from death camps by hacking punch cards used to locate Jews in France, which in turn sabotaged Nazi efforts to identify Jewish citizens. He was eventually found out and sent to a concentration camp where he died in January 1945. An infamous magazine named Esquire had published an article named Secrets of the Little Blue Box on phone phreaking in its October 1971 issue. In one of the segments, it tells about Fraser Lucy, a man in the US who is trying to connect to the satellite to make a call in London. He uses a little blue box, which is described as a palm-sized box with red, black and silver buttons on it, to dial up a payphone. A passerby picks up the call and asks Fraser's purpose. The stranger says it's 5 a.m. and raining in London in response to his question about what was going on. The London passerby turns out to be an RAF enlistee on his way back to the base in Lincolnshire with a terrible hangover after a 36-hour pass. He and Fraser talk about the rain. They agree that it's nicer when it's not raining. They say goodbye and Fraser hangs up. His dime returns with a nice clink. 6 Milwaukee teenagers in the age range of 16 to 22 were investigated by the FBI in 1983. They called themselves the 414s. This is arguably the first widely recognized group of young hackers. They broke into dozens of high-profile computer systems, including the Los Alamos National Laboratory and the Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. 17-year-old Neil Patrick was their spokesperson and was also a celebrity among youngsters. A short documentary was produced on their story, which later became a national media frenzy. The documentary was featured at several film festivals and won many awards, resulting in making countries aware of the consequences of being ignorant to network security. Frack magazine published an article written by a hacker called The Mentor shortly after his arrest on January 8, 1986. He tells us how he finds school boring and wills to do something smarter. He then finds a computer that opens a door to a whole new world for him. He is curious and wants to explore, but the people around him are judgmental. They tag him as a criminal, for his crime is that of outsmarting them. I will add screenshots of the article. Please pause the video and give it a read. Quite short, but it will definitely change your perspective of a hacker. This is it for this video, but the history of hacking does not end here.